Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode, a post Easter episode of the Island Church Weekly podcast. Pastor Will, you survived
We
everything. I
did.
think no major breakdowns, no anything crazy. Notwithstanding some your personal life stuff of what's going on with some home improvement stuff, but with church stuff. So how was Easter Sunday and Easter weekend at Island Church?
Oh, it was good, man. Our people, I'm just so proud of our people, the way they pulled together for the Easter egg hunt and for the sunrise service, and what they do as an expression of love to each other and to the Lord's work and to our church and into the community. All that just comes across, and we had quite a number of people that had communicated with us, and I just have part of the conversation. I only know what I know,
Yeah,
and still
absolutely.
getting in stuff from others. But just a great experience in terms of Easter egg hunt. I think we tried to have some. There was competition this year. I think there were two or three
Yeah,
other new Easter egg hunts, and
yeah,
so it's not really a competition, but I mean,
yeah.
so there were some other
Other
options
people
out
doing it.
there. But we had
Yeah,
some great conversations with people there, had some great games. Certainly appreciate JJ Tarter's leadership in that, and our people, the way everything from setup to tear down and everything in between, and putting out signs and dealing with kids and dealing with the games and welcoming people and just all kinds of stuff. And I'm just so proud of our people for both events. So it's a big win, and we're
yeah.
making some notes right now off of some things we can improve maybe for next year, and on the Easter egg hunt, just a few little things, a few tweaks, but overall, great experience. Had people take pictures with our Easter bunny. And people say, "Well, that really is not about the resurrection." It
No,
really is not. I understand that.
nope,
However,
absolutely not. Yeah.
but it allows us to connect with people that then we can lead towards Jesus, which is really where we're headed.
The goal.
Our people did
Yeah,
a great
absolutely.
job of welcoming. I'm just very proud, Matt. So it
Yeah,
was good
absolutely. Great weekend overall. It was,
and great
yeah,
weather.
just seeing everyone come together is always a huge thing. The weather cooperated for Easter Sunday, I suppose.
Yes,
Really, yeah, that's always a good thing. That's especially when you're in an outdoor service. That's the one variable we can't control. So when that happens, that's always a good thing.
yeah. Oh, we had the fire department. I mean, they used to do a great job. We should say it over and over again. They come out, they pop the popcorn, they do the snow cones, they engage with the people there. We just so appreciate them and their partnership with us and the community. We certainly want to appreciate Pinellas County and Audrey there that works in the administrator's office did a great job with helping us with the grass and the
Yeah.
ants. I mean, you're never going to get rid of all the ants in Florida, right? They got to
Yep.
go
Yep.
somewhere, but
Absolutely.
everybody just pulled together for that Easter egg hunt. And one of the unique things happens, this, Matt, and our people should be learning this as well if they don't already know it. And that is, we do serve people and we do love on the new people that come around and they get connected to us and they get a sense about who we are. That's a great thing. But the other thing that happens is our people get a chance to get to know each other and they get to work together and fold up tables and move out tents and all these kinds of things. And that's just really it's really great to be a part of a team. Some people, really do like individual sports, and I enjoy some of those myself. But this really is a team effort, and so we really appreciate our people pulling together to make that Easter egg hunt happen. And everything from the music, the sound, the speakers, the everything else is so good. We're just really really glad about that. So that's the Easter egg hunt.
Well, how was, so let's talk a little bit about Sunday itself. So Easter count was great. Sunday morning we had two services, which is great. What was the spirit around the church for Easter Sunday services?
Oh, it was so good. I mean, the gang pulled out at 4:30, got down and set things up in no time, and just again, our people, just the team that pulled together to do that. Everything from the parking to the setup to the advanced stuff. We do a lot of stuff begins on Friday actually. Again, great job in setting up, and that pavilion is actually working. We're going to evaluate whether
Yeah,
we stay at the pavilion,
yeah,
which has some advantages, or whether we move back down to the end when they get the road fixed at the end of the peninsula down there. Anyway, it was really good. I mean, everybody just pitched in, and sound was great. The music was great. We had the two of the three grandchildren welcomed. One welcomed and one prayed. And so we certainly appreciate their involvement. Their parents supported them in our church in that way, and so that was good. The music was good. I was at least on time on the message. I think that the message really connected with people. I had quite a number of people say that it did. And then we got through and was able to walk out to the beach just right there and watch that sunrise. And it was just a great thing. But everything we did, I mean, we had welcome tent, right? We had lights towards the welcome tent. We had coffee set up at the welcome tent. all those kinds of things that you would expect in the largest of churches. And our church is a fairly small church,
Yeah.
comparatively speaking, right?
Yeah.
Overall, being out here on this island, and but we really do things with excellence. And we had somebody actually note that. They said, "How did this church that's this size pull this off in such a professional way?" And they were just talking. It wasn't slick. It was just well done. We thought through the things, and it was well done in terms of the service. It was really 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 good service, and so good attendance. We had people that sat on the pavilion that really needed a seat. We had people that also brought their chairs. Matt, I have seen this. I can testify. You can have a back row in a church, even at a pavilion.
Even at pavilion, someone will find a way to be in the back row, right?
So anyway, they sat to the back, but as people came in, they moved more, had to fill in towards the front. And then we had people sitting over the beach side. You really got through one of three different kinds of areas that you can sit, kind of the beach area, this concrete open area, or under the pavilion. So that was a really good thing. So it was overall really, really good. So
Very cool. Very cool. Well, since we're talking a little bit about what's been going on past, what's coming up that folks need to know about? Where do we go, after Easter? It's easy to kind of have the post-Easter crash, if you will, and we just breathe out. But I know nothing's slowing down in terms of everything going on at Island Church. So what's coming up that folks need to know about?
Well, we've got our life groups. Sandy's starting a new women's Bible study, and actually, I've got to get up there in just a moment and help her with some of the technical parts of that. But she's starting a new series, and so if you can be involved in that during the week, during the mornings on Tuesday mornings, that's open to you. Our men and women's group continue on, and so I would just encourage people to get connected. And then one of the things I want to encourage our people to do, and I almost make this in terms of a prayer kind of thing, is we want you to use your creativity and your skills and your life experiences to think about how you can connect with people and minister to people, and ultimately so you can just have them around so that we can show them Jesus and tell them about Jesus. And so that's not limited by what we can generate here in terms of your ministerial leadership or even your church leadership. That's by our people. So you just keep praying and asking God what he would have you to do. How can you use your skills, your experience, things that you even like to do. Church we're not trying to be boring and not trying to be the no fun league, right? We're trying to say, how do we use the things that we have and the talents, gifts that we have to engage with other people? And so that's what's kind of coming up. Coming up is thinking about what do we do? Our building, we're going to have our final plans the week of April 20th, which is coming up. So maybe you know some people that we can talk to about making this part of a legacy gift for them, or a gift in memory of someone, or part of someone's estate. There's a lot of ways that people can really be involved. But the feedback we got, Matt, from both events tells us we're going the right direction. You and I were talking about before we started recording that we're in the right direction. We're in the right spot. We're in the right space. And our people, there's a place for you to connect in and to use the things God's entrusted to you. And we can do this together, and we can have fun doing it too.
Yeah. That's awesome. What a great word. What's one way that folks can pray for the church this week?
Well, we want to try to do some follow-up. So just pray that people will be receptive, that we're receptive, they continue to be receptive. We had a good number of people that were here on Sunday morning at the 10 o'clock service that are new to the area. So we've got to that. Hopefully we're going to have some additional announcements in the coming days about some things we've been praying about that are actually coming to fruition. But just people just thinking about how they can use their gifts and talents to help advance the kingdom. And Jesus wasn't resurrected so that we could have I taught this part of my message on Sunday, to have just an ordinary life. We want to live extraordinarily, and not extravagantly. We just want to live extraordinary. We want to have impact for people. So the resurrection isn't about creating more church members or church attenders. It's about people whose life identity is around Christ, and then begin to love him and serve other people in doing that.
Awesome. Well, that's a great way folks can be praying this week for follow-up of those conversations and those connections that are happening. Pastor Will, thank you so much I know what was, anytime Easter is around as church leadership, it's a lot of work. It's an extra kind of season of lift. And so grateful for you leading us in this way and all the work you put in and all the work the team put in. Thank you all for watching the Island Church Weekly podcast. We'll see you back here next week, and we'll see you on Sunday.